Hi, welcome back to Rich is Talking. This is Richard Cole, and I'm covering things that are important to me and hopefully important to you. The big one is the Trump trial in New York, the hush money trial, which both sides have concluded, and the judge is, I guess he's giving or has already given instructions to the jury, and people think we'll get a decision next week. It's going to be interesting. The bets are somewhere between a hung jury and guilty. Not too many people think there will be a verdict of innocent and therefore acquitted. So we'll see, but that's the big thing in New York. I don't know, I guess, yes. That's about all that's going on, isn't it, in New York?
There's alleged the former chair of the powerful Senate Foreign Relations Committee conspired with his wife Nadine to accept bribes from a trio of wealthy businessmen in exchange for political favors to help the governments of Qatar and Egypt.
The powerful senator allegedly pressured the Department of Agriculture to help an associate maintain a monopoly on the importation of halal meat to the United States.
Wow. Senator Menendez. He's my senator from New Jersey. He's a pretty strong guy, a good guy, even though he was 7 years ago charged with the same thing, bribery. But, you know, you'd think he'd be able to get good at it now, and or else, not do it. But, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty. And to prove it, they're going to need some evidence. Do you think they have any evidence? I don't know.
Federal agents searched the Menendez home in June 2022, finding over $480,000 in cash.
2 bags filled with $100,000 each.
$100,000 worth of gold bars. Payments toward a mortgage.
The Mercedes-Benz convertible.
Furniture, exercise equipment, even an air purifier.
4 boots stuffed with cash.
Cash even found in the senator's embroidered congressional jacket.
Well, I guess they got him there, huh? But, you know, if he's a stand-up guy, he will accept the fact that they got him. And he'll hopefully just plead guilty and try to get the best deal. Just, you know, say, I did it. I'm very sorry.
And according to court documents that his lawyers filed, he is planning to basically throw his wife under the bus and say that she kept the truth from him. She was the one getting the money. She was hiding what was really going on and misleading poor, innocent Robert Menendez into thinking that the gold bars in his closet were there and it was all on the up and up.
Oh, my God. Bobby, what are you doing? What happened to in sickness and in health and till death do us part, all that stuff? Well, it'll get you on some sort of a hit list. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I think that's all I could say about that. But I'd like to talk to you about Bill Maher. Bill Maher, you all know, and didn't like for a long time, but he's gotten sensible. And he's going after the woke group, which I agree with. And if you watch his show, you think he's really pretty good. Until he gets with Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly, as I've said before, has the greatest podcast going. She's a very, very smart, well-spoken individual. So here's a few comments about Hillary and why he's not voting for Trump and why he thinks we're crazy for voting for Trump. So let's go with that.
Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election denier. I'm sure you voted for her in 2016.
Well, she's not an election denier.
She absolutely was the OG election denier.
First of all, she came out before the sun had risen to concede the election to Trump.
And then spent the next 4 years saying he was illegitimate. He was an illegitimate president.
Okay, well, first of all, she didn't say he was an illegitimate.
Yes, she did.
You tell me exactly what she said.
She said those exact words repeatedly.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you. He knows that he's an illegitimate president. Mm-hmm.
The other thing that impressed me about Megyn Kelly with Maher is they got into a bit of a contentious debate about Trump versus Biden, and I think she humbled him. I've never seen Bill Maher not knowing what to say, because she out-talked him on this. She's a very intelligent woman. So watch this.
But you bypass the immigration question. I mean, like that.
I'm not
a lot
bypassing
of
it. I think it's a disaster. I think.
How would you put this guy back in there for 4 more years to leave the doors open?
And like it was so much better under Trump.
Yes, it was better under Trump. Are you kidding me?
It was somewhat better.
Oh, Bill.
It was somewhat better.
Go look up the immigration rates.
Yeah, I know.
Illegal
Right.
immigration
No, I
rates.
agree.
For 2020, for
look,
19 to 20.
I'm not defending Biden on immigration. I don't understand why it's so difficult in this country to stop people coming through the border. I don't. And I watched that 60 Minutes piece they did on it a couple of months ago, and they had films of people coming through this hole and the border patrol just watching them and basically waving. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this country can't accomplish something like that. It doesn't seem like it's impossible. But so many things in this country.
That's what's so aggravating. We can accomplish it. We can stop what's happening at the southern border. We just won't under Joe Biden. And he keeps pretending like he has no agency on it, but he does have agency. There are a lot of executive orders he could do, just like Trump did. He won't. And you know why? It's because of the people who use the word Latinx, who are trying to lecture him that it's not humane to enforce our borders.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The left wing, because they're so afraid always of being called racist, they let that color every issue, and very often wind up with terrible policies that wind up not helping people of color.
Don't you think that's what's happening to him on the trans issue too, which is my big issue
I
that I mentioned off the front?
Well, I think what Joe Biden is a guy who does not want to fight with the left wing of his party. He sees that as, I don't think he understands a lot of what's going on in the left wing. I mean, I don't doubt if he heard the word trans before he was president. But that's what he has chosen to do. He does not want to fight with AOC. He thinks that's where the energy in the party is, and he's not completely wrong. So he just kind of goes along with that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's one thing that's not great about him. But again, in this country, maybe gender is not binary, but politics is. You only get 2 choices.
That's right.
You get Donald Trump, a criminal, election denier who is going to transform this country into an authoritarian place like we've never seen before, or you get Joe Biden with all his flaws.
Also
and
a criminal.
problems. Okay, what is his crime again?
Special counsel Robert Hur said he'd committed felonies, but he wouldn't indict him because he was a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. He couldn't get a conviction in front of a jury.
And what was that crime? That was the
classified documents all over his basement, his garage, everywhere.
Well, okay, again, a false equivalency. They both had classified documents. Here's the difference. Immediately, Biden, he shouldn't have had them. Immediately, he said, oh, sorry, my bad, and gave them back.
That's why he
Trump
didn't get charged with obstruction. But Trump has 2 classified documents, pieces to his case. One is you had them, and the second is you obstructed justice when we demanded them back. So, okay, against Biden, you don't get charged with obstruction. But number 1, where's the classified documents charged against him? He's also a felon.
You got your story. You know, I look, if you see it that way.
I hope you enjoyed those things. It's kind of interesting, I think. I love watching Megyn Kelly. I think she's sharp as could be. Anyway, that's about all I had for today, except there was a few fumblings and mumblings from our president. One of them, he said, I was vice president during the pandemic, and Barack sent me to Detroit to work on it. First of all, he wasn't even in office during the pandemic. And why would you go to Detroit? I don't get that one at all. But he had a few funny things. One of them, he said, he's cracking down on corporate landlords who keep the rent down. It was supposed to be he's cracking down on corporate landlords to keep the rent down. Another one, he's saving millions of families $800,000 in premium a year, and it's supposed to be $800 a year. He said it was truly embarrassing, and it's supposed to be inspiring. The NAACP, which is NAACP. So he said, I'm humbled to receive this organization. supposed to be a ward. Anyway, that's our guy. That's the guy that's running the country. Too old and feeble and bad memory, so can't stand trial for the crime he broke in confidential documents in his garage behind the Corvette. But he can run the country, as you can see. He's doing a great job. Anyway, that's it for now. Till next time, don't forget to hit this subscribe button down below. Again, that doesn't cost you anything. It just means you'll be notified when you go onto YouTube that there's another episode coming. Thanks so much. See you next time.